Hello and welcome to a beautiful afternoon walk, and you join me with Socks the beagle, my two Springer Spaniels Bumble and Bixie, Bonnie the Bernie Doodle and Chili the Cocker Spaniel. We're over a glorious place called Cymbeline Meadow, and it's beautiful over here, and we're just enjoying a really lovely November afternoon. Stunning.
In the morning light, the world wakes slow. With my friend Paul, it's the way to go. We've got the leashes, the sunshine bright, walking tall, feels so right. Cane Corso strutting with their heads held high.
This is one of the dog's favourite places over here. It's a little gated area which leads down to the river. Bumble's already asking for me to throw something in. You know, all having a little play again in the water. You're not going in, Bixie? Bumble? Is that nice?
Bixie's got energy that can't be tamed, and Bumble's cuddles are too sweet to be blamed.
Now, as I'm walking along over here, there's a busy road over the background, and all I hear is motorbikes revving and cars, the constant drone of traffic. And life's a bit like that nowadays, isn't it? Life can be so noisy and busy, and it almost can drive you mad sometimes. There's this constant drone of noise, whether we're at home and we have the TV on all the time, or if we're in the car and the stereo's on, or like I said, traffic noise. It never seems to stop. Sometimes in the still of the night, or if you're up really early in the morning, what a beautiful time, because it's very rare there's a lot of traffic on the road. Most people are fairly habitual. They tend to come out at a certain time to do the school run or the going to work. So it's those sort of times that get really busy. But even now, I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but there's just a constant noise of tyres on the road and making a noise. And sometimes it can really affect you, can't it? The noise in your mind. And we do need to have that quiet time. Now, in the Bible, in Psalm 46 verse 10, it says, "Be still and know that I am God." I love that little verse. It goes on to say a bit more, but I love that little part of it, because it's a time when we can actually listen to God then, because when it's a really silent moment, let me just show you this beautiful tree behind me. Look at that, the colours of it. So when it's a really silent moment, we can actually start to we can hear from God, if you want to sort of put it that way. We can start to have our own thoughts, and we can rest our minds. And be still and know that I am God is such a lovely phrase, because sometimes our minds are so busy thinking about tomorrow and making plans and paying the bills and work and social life and everything that goes on in life. It's very, very, very hard in this day and age to be still. And maybe that's always been like that, because the Psalms were written, 400, so maybe 2,500 years ago. So maybe life for humanity's always been the same. Whereas we struggle to be still, struggle to silence our minds just for a moment, to not only tune into God and what he has in store for us, but also to just be quiet and let our minds wind down and heal. Because sometimes, when we go to bed at night and it's quiet and we sleep, that's the time of healing, when our bodies recharge themselves, when our minds have an empty time, and obviously we dream, but they can recharge themselves and get better. So that's an encouragement to all of us, really, isn't it? Rather than maybe even if it's only 10 minutes to start with, or 20 minutes or half an hour, whatever we can spare, to actually have a time where we're sitting in the car on our own, or we're at home on our own. When I used to teach children a long time ago, I used to say we can pray to God anywhere, even on the toilet. And sometimes that's the only place that as adults we can get a little bit of time on our own, isn't it? Is when we're in the loo. So maybe if we're in the loo as well, let our minds be still and know that God's there. I love that. And I met one of these kids that I taught years later. They were working behind a bar, so they were obviously become adult, and that was one of the things they remembered from the kids clubs we used to do in their school. And I thought that was really sweet that they remembered it. I remember you taught us this. So yeah, that's my little message for today. And when we're out with our dogs as well, just find that quiet time and just be still and know that God's around, that our dogs are there to enjoy as well. And Bonnie is rolling in something, as always. I can't bring that dog out anywhere where she doesn't do something naughty. She's just one of those sort of dogs that has to be a little bit naughty. I'll let you enjoy the dogs for a minute. Chili's chasing her, so that's good. Stopped her from rolling. So when we get back in the car, we'll be still, but we'll know our noses aren't still, because they're going to stink of Foxy's poo or something like that. Oh, it's funny. You have to laugh. And Sock stays on a long line nowadays because he's a little bit deaf, and he tends to get in his own little thoughts, and he can easily toddle off ahead of us and lose himself. So he just stays on a long lead now, and he's quite happy. Quite a happy boy. A very happy boy. What are you up to, Chili? What are you up to, darling? Good girl. But yes, lovely over here today. Just going to let them dip back in the water before we head off. This way, Socks. So I hope you've enjoyed this little walk and the little message, and I hope you do have a peaceful moment in the day where you can just stop and be in your own thoughts, or even not even try and think. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? There's so much thinking goes on now. Sometimes just be still, and that's it. Just be still. So much more healthy for us to think like that, I think, and try and have those moments of calm. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this one, and hope you're enjoying them. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do, that'd be really helpful. And until tomorrow, I'll see you then. Take care. God bless.